It was a star on every road it traveled, and Mercedes was keen to mention that in its advertising. On the 280e, the star shined from the front, the back, and all around the world. The top-of-the-line model was known to insiders as the W114, and in Germany as the Stroke 8 for the year of its launch, 1968. The series reached its zenith in 1972 with the 280e sedan. Most of the 280s had a four-cylinder engine under the hood. They were aimed at customers who felt they were not quite ready for the S-Class. Starting in the early 1970s, the 280s numbered among the fastest sedans on German roads. A newly developed 2.8-liter six-cylinder engine gave the sedan the time-impressive 185 horsepower and broke the key 200-kilometer-an-hour mark. Mercedes marketed the W114 and 115 series as the new generation models, and in fact, they were thoroughly new, with a newly engineered chassis, an emphasis on quality, durability, and a high passive safety. An old PR film explains that all Mercedes-Benz cars are built on the same principle: crumple zones that yield on impact with a rigid safety zone in the middle, the passenger compartment. Part of the energy from a front-end collision is absorbed by the front section. Up to a given strength of impact, the passenger compartment remains stable. The same applies in a rear-end collision. The impact crushes the rear end while the safety zone remains functional. The passenger compartment's doors can still be opened. The Mercedes-Benz steering column had four safety features. The steering gear was just behind the front axle, and the column telescoped so it wouldn't push into the passenger compartment itself. In a collision, a generous padded hub with an impact absorber installed right below catches the driver and cushions the blow. So the 280's occupants could rest assured they were well protected, and in this model, nicely pampered, with luxury appointments including real leather upholstery and air conditioning. But then, as now, all this safety and luxury had its price. Marcus Diamant notes that what's special about this particular car was the combination of performance and features. It was in most respects outfitted like an S-Class with genuine leather, electric windows, and a sunroof, every feature available at that time. This was no cushy status symbol for the senior citizenry. The 280e's engine performance could hold its own with any sports car of the 70s. The sedan moved from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 9 seconds, with a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour. But the six-cylinder guzzled 14 liters of gas for every 100 kilometers. A newly designed straight six-cylinder with dual overhead camshafts was the biggest engine made for the series. It was powerful and achieved RPMs rather unusual for Mercedes. The engine was also used in the sporty SL and S-Class. The W114 was a common sight on German roads well into the 1990s. Marcus Diamant says the car was one of Mercedes' most popular, and yet on closer inspection it proves to be an exceptionally fine model that still draws appreciative looks on the streets.
Dann bekommt man schon sehr anerkennende Blicke, würde ich sagen.
Today, a 280 in good condition can go for upwards of 14,000 euros, One with lots of extras like this one would fetch considerably more.